saw it on TikTok. They were like, they talk about pretty privilege, but they don't talk about pretty punishment. There's been so many times I've just been counted out, and I know that it's behind animosity. I know it's because of a hidden agenda, but it makes me work harder. But this has happened like my whole life. So it's like what I deal with in the industry is just, you know, different face, same case.
Oof. If I'm being perfectly honest, pretty privilege is what got you as far as it did, and you got the nerve to sit up and talk about pretty punishment. No, sweetie, you are a prime example of pretty will get you through the door, but it won't keep you there. Coupled with the fact that, sweetie, yes, by every stretch of the imagination, you are a beautiful girl. You are. If a bitch call you ugly, they a hating ass liar. But love, you ain't the only pretty girl in the industry. You are not the only pretty girl in the industry. And for you to sit back and think on one level or another that you are not climbing and doors are being closed on you because of the way you look, you are sadly mistaken. And I'm here to tell you that anybody around you who is co-signing that bullshit, they're not your friend and they don't care about you because they are allowing you to live in a space that is keeping you from growing. Now, I'll be the first person to admit that I am not the most qualified to speak on these young girls' female rap, but I do have 2 ears and I am able to listen. When you first came out, you had some songs that were getting a lot of heavy airplay. But what happened, sweetie, during the time that you came out, which is good for the industry but bad for lackluster talent, is a lot of girls came out at the same damn time. And it's no different than the social media influencing space. Everybody wants to do it. So many people are doing it, but the cream rises to the top. Sweetie, you got big nerve. You got big nerve. And you've got big nerve because you have already won 90% of the battle, which was getting through the door, getting on the radio, getting music videos, getting endorsements. You've already made it. You've already made it. There are so many up and coming artists and aspiring females that would give anything to be in your spot right now, and you've got the mitigated gall to sit on this internet and talk about things are not happening for you because you're being punished for being pretty. I hate to break it to you, and I'm not going to say anything disparaging about this girl's art. But what I will say, sweetie, is it's the simple fact that competition is steep right now and you're just not winning. You're just not winning. It ain't because you're pretty. And I think resting on that is taking the cheap and the lazy way out. Because you are attributing your success or your lack of success to something external. What you're currently doing is saying, I would be further if it wasn't for them hoes hating on me.
I think beautiful people live in this world of illusion that everything should happen for them, not because of their work, but because of how they look. Another thing is, pretty people as well think that they are the only ones who are pretty, the ones who are deemed to be beautiful. Think that there's not a girl who's doing probably better, more beautiful, more talented than you. And we live in an industry where it's literally so fast paced that people just come and go in this industry. And it's, to be honest, it's nothing new. Okay? It's been happening for years. We've seen it with Little Kim. We've seen it with Nicki Minaj. The only time people who are beautiful like Beyonce remain on their top is when they don't make beauty their whole image. When you make beauty your whole image, it will get to a point where beauty cannot keep you in this industry. There'll always be someone who's more beautiful, who's more talented, who's more smarter. and younger as well. The aging factor of it. And you need to literally keep on working in this industry. You never stop evolving. The minute you literally like start relaxing, that is when it's easier for you to get replaced, because it's a fast-paced industry. Thank you. So nobody is punishing you for being pretty. Nobody is punishing you. So
Saweetie did a interview. This is hilarious. Saweetie did an interview where she essentially said that she suffers from pretty punishment. Essentially stating that the reason why she isn't so far in her career is because she is pretty. She is being punished for being pretty. Imagine that! No one in the history of ever has ever put pretty and punishment in the same fucking sentence. Ever! Listen, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. I get what Saweetie was trying to say. Essentially saying that people only see her as pretty. Like, they're not giving her an opportunity to actually show us what she can do. I get that. I get that you want to be seen outside of being pretty. However, in this circumstance, Saweetie, we have seen what you can do, and it's horrible. I don't know how else to say it, Sister Cat. You can't rap. You simply cannot rap. Like, pretty privilege is what's kept you here so long. Because if you were not pretty by society's standards, we would have forgot about you a long fucking time ago. If we really want to be honest about the conversation, the reason why you feel this way now is because you are no longer with Quavo, and I will explain. The pretty privilege max in the industry is typically 1 to 2 years. After that, typically nobody cares about you and your pretty privilege expires. However, because you were in a relationship with someone else that was also in the industry, that prolonged that expiration date. Your relationship essentially became the only reason that people actually were tuning in to what you had going on. Both of y'all absolutely benefited from that relationship. However, I feel like it helped you more than it helped him. Like, that's what kept you afloat for so long. And now that that relationship is no longer there, you see how people actually feel about you because your pretty privilege expired 2 years into your career, sister. Like, you should have been pivoted into something else. I don't know why you're still doing music. Is people buying it? No shade. But yeah, there is no such thing as pretty punishment, Sister Cat. You can't try to switch the meaning of words to make it fit your narrative. That's not how it works. You just need to be open and honest about the fact that you actually benefited from pretty privilege. That would have been a better conversation.
What Saweetie is saying is, because I got to translate for the girl. I'm light-skinned and I'm pretty. How come it's not getting me as far as I want to go? I'm light-skinned and I'm pretty. How come it's not getting me as far as I want to go? I'm light-skinned and I'm pretty. Why is everyone not accepting my music?